your Open champion, also your Event 1 winner and current points leader, Allison Weiss, on platform number 11. But we should see some impressive lifts from these 20 athletes.
Absolutely, and I'll have my eyes on lane 14, which is Ashley Woonsley. She has a clean and jerk of 207 pounds. I can't even imagine having that at the age of 16.
That is absolutely incredible. About 1.5 times her body weight at just 17 years old. Ashley Woonsley, 207, her PR weight on clean and jerk.
She's ready. She's focused. Nice big smile. That's the way to start a competition.
So the points leaderboard could see a big shakeup here in event number 2 very early in the week, as we went from that body weight heavy event number 1, pure strength here in event number 2.
Completely different events, and it goes along with what it is we're trying to test here. Athletic capacity, fitness, and you can't go for just one thing and think you have a complete full athlete. So we're going to give them 7 different styles of tests, and this one's really about some raw strength.
And here we go, 5 minutes, as many attempts as they can take. Here in this time period, we saw about 4 or 5 seem to be the magic number when the boys were attempting event number 2 just a few minutes ago.
And that was Ashley Woonsley. She was your 2nd place finisher this morning, and she's the one with the large clean and jerk 207, so we're looking for her to put up a big number here on the thrusters. That's Ashley Weiss. She was your leader from this morning.
Your points leader out of North Carolina, the number 1 seed after the Open, accumulating just 51 points through all 6 events.
Watching these starting weight with these girls, this is humbling to see the quantity of weight that they are putting on the bar for their first lift. They have 5 minutes to do a thruster, so there's going to be a lot of strategy in how much they rest, what they choose to do for their first weight, how much did they warm up in the back. For such young athletes, there's a ton of strategy here.
So there's already about a minute by in this 5-minute window, as Allison Weiss good at 146. A nice start there right out of the gate at 146, but we're seeing several athletes take a considerable amount of time before their first attempt.
This is 160 pounds right here that we have on Ashley Woonsley. So taking a few seconds to get that overhead is expected, but that's a successful lift.
Wow.
No movement at all on her feet. She must have been confident with that number to start with that number.
That is a bold statement right out of the gate, as we still have a little over 3 minutes remaining. Still time for a good 2 or 3 more attempts.
This is going to be close. Look at the numbers out there on the field. They range anywhere from 115 pounds all the way up to 160 right now. And that's going to be a good lift.
156.
And Celia Gold needed that. Her first event was 10th place this morning, so she can really shake things up a lot if she can get a good score here.
Ashley Woonsley, her next attempt, 175. An amazing number here. Just 17 years old.
We know she's had that over her head before with a jerk, just not sure with the one motion of thruster how that 175 is going to feel.
175 on the bar, as all eyes on this young lady. She gets underneath it.
Nicely done. With a smile at the end, 175.
She was a little confused as to whether or not that count. Her feet did stick, but they moved after the lift.
She's going to give it another shot. Her foot moves slightly. Remember, your feet cannot move until you achieve the lockout.
Sibella Toledo, who is 3rd after event number 1 out of Australia, one of the several foreign athletes here in California this week. A very easy lift there for her with 90 seconds remaining until the 5-minute time cap.
Good lift at 150. It looks like there's going to be a chunk of girls sitting right at that 150 mark.
175, no good. It does appear that that earlier attempt, she did move a little too much for that rep to count.
She needs to take as much rest as she can. There's only a minute left here to be able to get this temp, so now she has to decide whether or not to go down a few pounds, because she's still 15 pounds ahead of any other lift out there. She doesn't know that, but maybe her coach is out there communicating to her, hey, you don't need to do 175. Let's just get 165, get it on the board so that you can still make it a good lift.
And really at this point, time for one, maybe two attempts. Claudia Dabrowski out of Germany looking for 176 as Nicole Marth misses at 160. Dabrowska will be going for 176. 30 seconds remain. And off camera, you heard the response from the crowd. Ashley Wozni did get another attempt at 175 and was successful.
And this is 1 pound more.
Unable to do so.
And it was right at her forehead. It was right there.
Dabrowska trying to back up the Olympic weightlifting background she has.
3, 2, 1, time.
And some big, big numbers put out on the field. 175 for Ashley Wozni. She went for 180 at the last second, unable to successfully lift that, but 175 good for Wozni. 9 pounds clear of Celia Gold, who hit 166. In the 14-15 division, a tie between Taylor Babb and Sydney Sullivan at 150 pounds. So some huge numbers being put on the field, and Ashley Wozni second entering this event, taking the win here in event number 2. She's off to a great start to her week, and she's standing by on the field with Nicole Brazier.
Really big numbers here, and you had almost missed that first attempt at 175. What was going through your mind at that moment?
I was kind of just thinking, just like get it and go, and I got it at first, and then I stepped back, and I got like a little too excited, and then it counted as a no rep. I thought I wasn't gonna get it at first though, so I just had to wait like about 45 seconds, and then it was no problem.
No problem in the end. How did you train for this event specifically?
Well, I've been doing a lot of just like lifting. I just competed at youth nationals, so I've always loved lifting, and this was kind of just like right in my wheelhouse.
That's perfect. Well, congratulations. Hopefully those big numbers stand the test of time for the rest of the week.
Well, we continue here at the Reebok CrossFit Games, the 2015 Games from the StubHub Center in Carson, California. I'm Jeff Brywell alongside Cherie Chan, and again, we just watched the